Welcome back to Ion Sports. Now, the JFF Women's League is back after a one-year absence following 14 consecutive seasons of competition. However, the competition has been hit by the withdrawal of defending champions Barbican, as well as perennial challengers Los Perfectos. However, there has been the addition or inclusion of two new teams in Cavalier and the St. Catherine Monarch. And joining us now are from the Monarchs, we have the team manager, Renee Byfield, and midfielder Shaveen Blair. Ladies, good evening and welcome to Ion Sports.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Let me start with you, Renee. You told me just now you have been involved in football management for all of 20 years. Wow, that's a lot of experience. Tell me a little more about yourself, your involvement in football administration, some of the teams you will have worked with, etc.
Okay, well, I started when I was managing, part of the management team for Southborough Football Club. So that's where the love started. And then as a past student of St. Jago, when I went back to St. Jago, I started to manage the football program from under 14 upwards.
Did you play football any at all?
No, I don't. I just love the game.
Tell me about the genesis now of forming Monarch. Where did this come from, the idea? Okay,
myself and Coach O'Neill Thomas were approached by Mr. Peter Reid, the president of the St. Catherine FA. Mr. Reid has always had the desire to form a women's team for the parish. He's passionate about the development of football in the parish, as you know. And he approached us and we brainstormed and we came together. Now, GC Foster did not enter this year. So we got players from GC Foster along with other players who, were very competent, in playing the sport at all levels. And we decided that, yes, we have a unit that we are comfortable with and we are going to use that unit, to bring some amount of change and just a difference to football in Jamaica.
Quite interesting. The league starts on Saturday and Shaveen, Renee spoke about players coming over from GC Foster. You are one of those players. You have played for a number of teams. Tell us, our viewers, a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm a hard-working player, a physical player, a motivated player. I encourage people a lot.
You're a holding midfielder. Which are some of the teams you would have played for before? GC Foster, of course, is one of them.
Well, I also play for Hornet Garden, Portmore Strikers, and Fraser's Whip.
What objectives do you set yourself then? The league is starting on Saturday. What do you want to achieve from this league? I'm quite sure you would want to propel yourself further, to go further in women's football.
Yeah, I would like to go overseas and play in the professional league.
How prepared are you for this season? What have you done in the pre-season?
I have been doing some physical and strength work and just hard work.
Renee, as I said, the league starts on Saturday. How prepared is this Monarch unit? You would have assembled some players, but it takes a lot of resources, funding, facilities, infrastructure, and so on. Talk to us about all those.
It is very difficult, We don't get a lot of funding for the female program, and we don't get a lot of sponsorship. So a lot of it is funded by the St. Catherine FA, along with the sponsors, Lascelles. Now, the budget is very tight, I'm going to be honest. And we only had like a month to prepare the young ladies. But we try our best. We have tried our best to get whatever resource we can to really outfit our team. And we believe that it's not only the financial aspect that we are preparing them for, but we are preparing them, mentally, spiritually. We have created a bond, and we believe that even though we are short of preparing, training, that bond, that chemistry will work when we play on Saturday.
What happens off the field, Renee, is as equally important as what happens on the field. But you spoke about the budget being tight. What sort of ballpark figure are we talking about to keep a team afloat in the league, a league like the Women's League for one season, and the resources you have at your disposal? What exactly do you have at Monarch?
All right, I think that, for any team to survive, we need a budget of at least $1 million. That is not enough, but to comfortably, buy the necessary equipments, and to support, you know, our staff and our players in whatever way we feel necessary, you know, $1 million would be, you know, the least amount of money that we need for the program. Yes.
All right. In terms of the infrastructure, let's get back to that a bit. The headquarters of this club, where is it based at your home ground? We
train at the Prison Oval, but we're going to do some infrastructural work. So our home games are going to be at Royal Lakes in Lime Tree, Lake Spen area. Okay. We're going to use that for the next month because we're going to do some work, because we know that the Prison Oval is going to be used for Premier League teams like Portmore and Dunby Holdings. So they're going to close it for a month. So, you know, supporters would have to come to the Royal Lakes Playfield to watch us play. Okay, so that's basically the headquarters then, if one comes into St. Catherine to find Monarch. But we train at the Prisoners Oval. Sheveen, let's get back to you now. You've been in this thing for quite some time, and I know you have ambitions of going overseas. When you look at the standard of local women's football, what's your assessment of what you would have seen? No league last year, but before that, what's your appraisal of what you would have seen?
Well, I've been playing for many years, and it has been ups and downs based on the sponsorship and some of the teams financially. And I would like to see women football grow each year.
Well, grow in terms of how many years have you been playing?
Over 9 years.
9 years. And when I say grow, I mean the standard. What do you want to see? When you look at other teams from the Caribbean, and the CONCACAF, Mexico, Costa Rica, Panama, El Salvador, Guatemala, you name them, what exactly do you want to see in terms of the standard, the quality of play?
The pitch, of course, the surrounding, and the players. They have to put themselves in a more decent way, because that is one of the way to attract sponsors and other wider people to come and watch women's football.
That's a good point you've raised there, because many persons believe some female footballers need to improve in terms of their overall appearance and set some standards. That's a good point you've raised there, Sheveen. Yes. All right, Renee, league starting on Saturday, as we said. What exactly should we expect from Monarch? Or what exactly are you expecting from the team? You said there wasn't much time for preparation, etc. What objectives? Sometimes a team comes into a league and they say, all right, we want to stay afloat. We want to get to the semi-finals or the quarterfinals. What targets have you set for yourselves?
Our main goal is to just play to our best, and we just want to make a mark. And we want to progress, of course, we have a knockout too, so we want to progress to finals for the knockout at least. And we want to reach, you know, as far as we can reach in the other rounds, you know, semis, finals even. You know, we are just taking it one game at a time, because we believe that, you know, we're just going to enjoy ourselves.
And hope for gradual progress.
We're just going to enjoy
Which is the way to go. All right, ladies, look here. Thank you very much for coming here this evening. I'll be following the progress of Monarch. Is it Monarch or Monarchs?
Monarchs.
Monarchs. So we'll be following their progress. And all the best in this season. Thanks for coming.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. We take another break, and when we come back, we'll continue the discussion on football, but we'll switch it to the male version. Stay with us.